Hello.
Hello, Zhu. Can you hear me?
I could hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. So thank you very much to be here with us today. It's a great pleasure.
Yeah. Pleasure too for me.
Wonderful. So we are just making some tests just to see that everything is working properly. Okay, so we are here in the radio studio. We are recording with a Tascam DR40 and 2 microphones. So I have here a tape recorder. So we will listen to your music while talking together. Okay. I have your tape for a TSSS record. So the one you made with Yan Jun.
Yeah, Yan Jun. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And that's a record which I really like. So that's why I asked you to be with us for interview. And just to let you know, okay, we are cooperating with this BANG Radio, which is a web radio in Casale. We are in the south of Milano. So it's a radio which is making different programs, and particularly me and Angelo are cooperating from a few years. Last year we made a transmission where we were recording on the tape recorder. So we were discussing about music, listen to music, and then we cut the tape in different loop, and then we mix up all together. So the final result was a little bit confusing because all the discussion, the argument were mixed up together, and but anyway, this was the idea. So what we want to do is to do a program which is not a radio program, and especially this year we decided to invite people to talk with us about music, and we invited people who is doing improvisation, which is doing electronic music, and so we would like to go deeper and discuss about how the music is made, and which is the idea behind the music these people is doing. And we are also inviting them to play here in the radio. So unfortunately with you it's not possible because you are far away. But of course, should you have the possibility to come to Italy, you are very welcome. And
I hope someday I will be there.
That's wonderful. Do you have any plan to come to Italy?
No plans now, but maybe next year I could have a chance to do a Europe tour, but I don't know if I could go to Italy. Don't have any plan now. Just some idea. An organizer invite me actually, but we did not talk too much about that. Maybe next year.
No, yeah. If you are coming, yes, you have my number. So please call me, and we will be pleased to invite you here to play. It will be wonderful. Anyway, I know that it's costing a lot of money to travel from China to Italy, so it's not easy to find this money, and so I think it's complicated. But anyway, should you have any chance, you will be very welcome here. Okay, good.
Okay,
so,
I wish I.
Yeah, if you hear us, we can start the interview. And yeah, of course, the first question is if to introduce yourself and just explain to us who are you, where are you from, and which kind of music you are playing. So if you can introduce yourself, it will be perfect.
Hi. Hello. My name is Zhu Wenbo. I live in Beijing, China. I make music, but I can't live on music. I do some other job.
What job are you doing?
What?
What job are you doing to live? I mean,
actually, I'm working in a music company, a indie label, doing some indie pop music, and also that label is a sub-label of a big indie label, not big mainstream label in China called Modern Sky. So I'm a small part in the big company, working on some commercial music parts. I don't really like, and I have to say I'm not really good at that.
So I think it's far away from what you're doing.
Before I'm a music editor.
Good.
And now I'm also take care some artists, a hip hop artist, and also do some a database of that company.
Okay, that's good. So, and this give you the money to live. I mean, not the music you play.
I earn the money to live.
That's good. That's wonderful. So how is the weather there? I think it's 9 o'clock or 9:30 in the evening.
9:30.
Okay, sorry we were late. We had some some problem here to arrange everything for the microphone, and so we were a little bit late. Sorry for that.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's good. So this is the most important thing is to be here and to have you here with us. So that's perfect. Okay, so yes, let's talk about your music. So as I said, unfortunately, the only record I have from you is the one, the cassette on the tape on the TSSS record label, and so I just discovered you thanks to Angelo. Because a few months ago I didn't know anything about TSSS record. He showed me some tapes, and I found them very, very, very nice. I bought several tapes from them, and I really like the music he's producing. So how did you get in touch with the TSSS record?
I think in 2020, 3 years ago, I found that label on Bandcamp because I searching for an artist work, and she has released a cassette on TSSS. Then I found that label, and I found they have many good cassette works. I tried to write to them, to the label owner Francesco. I asked, hi, if I could buy some your tapes a lot and sell in China. So he said yes. So I bought a lot and sell in China and sell very quick. Then I bought again, and a few months later, I asked him that I also have finished some recording with Yanjun. Do you want to hear? Do you want to release? I think it's suitable for your label because I already found that TSS is very focused on tape music, also percussions, also some other things. But tape music is him really focused, and the recording I made with Yanjun also used tape. So I sent him. He said, "Yeah, I like it. I want to release, but maybe it is too long. Could I cut it shorter?" I said, "Okay, yeah, you could." Then he select some interesting parts and do the mastering, designing. Then, released in 1 year later, I think. I can't remember which month he released it. Maybe it is October or November in 2021. So that is it.
That's good. No, we already invited Francesco to be with us, and so I don't know already when, but he said that one day he will come. So we will make an interview with him, and he will also play live here. So we have just to fix the date, and of course we will also like to talk with him about his label, about his music, and we will do more or less the same, which we are doing with you. So that's wonderful. And I know also that you have a tape label, or anyway a label which is producing music.
Yeah, it's a tape cassette label too.
Zooming Night is the name.
Zooming Night, yeah.
And yes, and Angelo will has a tape out with your record.
Yeah.
That's good. Which kind of music do you produce on your label?
I think it's focus on experimental music, some side, because I think it's a little difficult to say. It is experimental music label, but many experimental musicians write to me and send me demos, ask, "Hi, could I release my album in your label?" Mostly I said, "Oh, sorry, no," because I don't want to release noise music, like harsh noise, noise wall, guitar pedal noise, and I don't want to release free improvisation music, like 1970s free improvisations, crazy saxophone, crazy guitar. That things normally I don't want to release, and I don't want to release ambient music. I don't want to release modular synthesizer music.
Oh my God, this is not good for me. I'm playing modular synthesizer, so it's a pity.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, personal taste. I don't want to release many kind of music. I don't want to release, but I want to. The thing I want to release is maybe amateur music. Some people don't have music skills. Maybe I will release. And I actually I don't really care about the music genre, music style, but but I think for me the recording's idea and concept is very important. I hope the release is very focused on something, do some research, and maybe they have good sound or don't have good sound, but they have some good stories. I like to listen to the background stories behind the music. If the story is good, maybe I will also release their music.
No, this is clear. So you choose what you like, and yeah, I agree with you that once you have an idea behind the music you are playing, things sounds different. I mean, there is a lot of people which is just doing improvisation with what they have, and the same music can play very, very particular or very normal. Also using the same, the same instrument or non-conventional instrument. But I agree with you that once you have an idea, when you follow an idea, the result is different. Maybe good, maybe not. But the idea behind, I agree with you, and it's very important from my point of view. And that's good. So, and which is your background? Where are you coming from?
My background.
On the music point of view.
For me, I think I'm from the high school days. I became to rock music fan. Start to listen to lots of rock music. At first, it's China's rock music, and then I try to find some Western rock music. I really like 1960s psychedelic rock music. Then jazz, free jazz. Then I find some experimental music, or maybe I found some experimental music very early, but not go deep into it. But anyway, I try, and I learned some guitar from a friend for maybe 1 or 2 months, and I learned some piano from a teacher for 1 month, and I think maybe 20 years ago I already wish to make my own music, form a band, do something, but I can't find a suitable partner. At that time, I can't play music on my own. I need a partner. It's too difficult for me to do some solo things, but very difficult to find a partner. But in 2008, I met a friend, and we are very suitable, and we form a band, a 2-people band called Fat City. It's I play keyboard and he play guitar, make some noise, and I sing. But maybe 3 or 4 years later, that band stopped. And at the same time, I also formed another band with my wife, Zhao Tong. She can't play any instrument at that time, but later she learned to play bass guitar, and we do many different directions. And also the same time, in 2009, I start to do a weekly live performance in a bar. That live performance is Zooming night. Every Tuesday night, I invited some young band or experimental musicians to play there. Actually, not too many audience, but many people would like to play.
Sometimes it's more the people that like to play than the people who comes to listen.
I think because it is fun. You could play what you want to play there, very open. So I think not many audience, but the ambience is very good. So many musicians want to have fun to play there. And so I think my background is rock music, and mix some experimental things. And in 2013, I bought a clarinet and learned by myself how to play clarinet, how to play in my own way, not in some other people's way. And then.
Yes, I saw.
Then I think it's from that year. My focus, the thing I focus is not only the sound, but also some sound, how to make sound, how to use some gears to make sound, how to use some simple gears to make some pure sound without guitar pedals. Before that, I always sometimes I use contact microphone, link some guitar pedals, make some noise, feedback noise, distortions. But after that, I think it's not really fun. It's not my own stuff. After that, in some years, I use some contact microphones and speakers, just make feedback, very sharp feedback. Yeah. And I also use some cassette tapes. Yeah, many things. I use some cassette tapes, different instruments, and percussions, microphones. Yeah, do some things, do some tests. Always do, always change. So that's me.
That's good. No, yes. What I'm thinking is that when I listen to record coming from China or Japan, for example, I feel that I don't know. It's a different way to play music. I don't know. Maybe because we are in Europe and we feel the pressure. I should say pressure. About American music and the influence is very strong. Maybe in China is a little bit less. So the idea behind or the way to play, it sounds to me different, and this makes me curious because it's like if there is a different approach to the music. And for example, the record which you play. And which I have on cassette on TSS record, it's really minimal. Which kind of equipment did you use to play to record this tape?
For that tape on TSS, I use a cassette player. It's a very special player. It's called language laboratory cassette player. That machine is designed for the language study. So normally a cassette tape has two sides, side A and side B. You play side A, side B have no sound, right?
Yeah.
But for that machine, you could play side A and side B together, but side B is reversed because that machine's use is used for the language learning. For example, teacher's voice is in side A, but the student's voice is on side B. If you, as a student, you could record again their own voice to compare with the teacher, but the record is on the side B, not side A. So it could play something, but the other side is so it could play two sides together. So I use that, and I built a very long tape, open loop tape. I think maybe I don't know how long. Maybe it could be any length actually. 5 meters, for example, tape around the room. We recorded it in Yanjun's studio. So I put the tape through the tape head and use hand to pull the tape and the sound. The tape is through the tape head and it has sound. And I also use two microphones to record the sound on my hand. So there are also some sound on the tape like that. And meanwhile, on Yanjun's side, Yanjun also Yanjun cut my tape and stick some new tape on it, and he also do some actions, use squeezers and a contact microphone to pick up his actions. So through the tape head always have new unknown sound materials. The sound materials or the reverse sound materials together through it. So we do that recording. And the tape is pre-recorded. Actually very random, random sound. I already forget what I record on the tape.
Okay. But how do you choose the sounds to be recorded on the tape?
Very random. I remember that I bring a cassette to Yanjun's place, studio, and he at that time he already had some other work on doing. So I asked, do you have another tape cassette player, cassette recorder? He found one, gave me, and I used it to record. Push the record button and record some sound in his room. So I think the sound in the tape is not very important to it, but what we did is important than the sound materials actually. The sound material it could be anything, and finally they will have different speed and a very random place. So that could be anything.
Yeah, different sound mixed together. Okay. And
I think Yanjun also brings some cassette. It has some traditional China art called 相声. It's a kind of stand-up talk show. Some two people talk funny jokes. Yeah.
Clear. Okay, that's good. So finally, the sound you record is not so much important, but which is the idea behind? I mean, you decide to play this special tape recorder with two sides, but the idea behind, I mean, it's how you mix the sound. It's improvisation, it's free, or is decided, I mean, according to the sound which you're playing, you decide to play one or the other. How does it work?
You mean how do I do the mixing?
Yeah, how you decide what to play?
Sorry, I don't understand.
No, I mean, you record. You have several sounds, okay, on your tape, and how do you decide to play one or another? It's random. It's
I see. Actually, very very random. Because that tape is it's a long loop tape. It's not a tape in the cassette case. So it's very soft in the room. So I have to use hand to pull it through the tape head, and it has on the other side of the tape, it has many stickers to link the different tapes to stick the different tape together. I don't know if you could imagine. So the thing I do is pull it and play the play the machines, or sometimes erase the tapes. Sometimes play the tapes. Sometimes just pause. Sometimes stop. Oh, yeah, that's the thing I do. What I could do is actually very very little, but action has many details. I also have many tries actually. I mean, different only a few tries, but they could make some different results.
No, yeah,
so finally, I still could have many things to play. Or normally, I just decide how long should I stay there, how long should I stop.
No, what I really like of your music is the attention you have to the micro sound which you are playing. Now I don't know if you are hearing it, but we are playing your tape, and it's really made of micro sound, very small one, and I really like this kind of approach. So my wonder if there is a composition behind, or it's just free improvisation. I mean, you have some sounds recorded on the tapes, and then you play them, or if you organize the sound you have make a composition instead of to play them.
And actually, there is another thing on that album. After the recording, I and Yanjun talk about how to do the mixing. So there are four tracks in the tape. Take 0, take 1, take 2, and take 3. Take 0 is mixed by my friend Li Song. We sent the material to him. We told him that you could do what you want, but the final mix work, but only 1 minute. Then take 1, I think is very balanced. Very balanced mixing. All the things together, similar suitable volume on each track. And in take 2, I think we cut the recording piece to small pieces and remove them to randomly. So maybe take track 1 and 2 and don't have the same don't in the same time, you know.
Yeah.
We use some dice to select time, and we also mute some tracks randomly. This is take 2, and in take 3, I think Yanjun cut down a lot of frequencies in some track, such as he cut down a lot of middle frequencies, but boost the super high frequency and the super low frequency, so that some small, very minimal sounds become big in the final result. Yeah. So for me, I think the playing, the idea of the recording is very important, but also the mixing is also very important.
Yeah. This is clear. No, very very good. Very clear your explanation, and it's not easy. And just a question, because it happened also to me once I made some concert here in our area. How do you explain the music you play to other people? Because if you play rock music, pop music, it's very easy for people to understand. I mean, they have the rhythm, they have the melody, and we should say it's the folk music of everybody. But this kind of music, which is, I don't know, maybe it starts from free jazz, improvisation. It's not easy to be explained to people. What I like is what I try to put, it's a great attention to the sound itself, which give me emotion, and which is very what I like from the music. But it's difficult to explain to people why, for example, you are playing with these small sounds, with noise, with a field recording. It's difficult to explain, really. Do you ever had this question, or did you explain to somebody why you play this kind of music, and which is the message, or I don't know, which is the reason why you are playing this music?
You mean people? If people ask me why you play that music, how should I answer them?
Yeah, this is the question. No, exactly, because it's not easy. I mean, it's for me, it's just a matter to pay attention to the sound. I don't need. I mean, I was also playing in a rock and roll band. I was playing drums. I spent all my time playing. But suddenly, I start to listen to improvisation. I went to learn in school about improvisation, and my brain exploded, I should say, because it was totally different than to play a rock song or a pop song. And my attention moved from the rhythm, from the voice, from the guitar, to the sound itself. So what I'm doing is just looking for sounds which I like, and then to try to compose them in a track. So, but this is difficult to be explained to people, and it happened that time to time after concert or after listen to my record, they ask me, why are you doing that? And it's not easy to explain them that maybe it's just a matter to listen to sound, to focus on sound, and maybe for me it's no more necessary to follow the song as we everybody knows, and it's just a matter of sounds. But anyway, this is a question which I have difficulty to answer.
Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. I think for me, I think for our audience, it's this kind of music is really they need some knowledge to understand.
Yeah.
That. I think that. I think it's that. But they don't need too many knowledge. A little knowledge is okay. A little knowledge to any kind of music is okay. The audience. So I think for the experimental music audience. Okay. Well, maybe I could introduce a guide to in experimental music beginners, audience beginners. So for the audience, for beginner audience, I think they need some music knowledge. But a little music knowledge is okay. Any kind of music knowledge is okay. They should know a little about how the music is making, and they have the knowledge and say some other experimental music performing, and say what the other people doing. The other people doing the way maybe they are different with what they already know, or maybe they have some overlap place. Then they could, based on their knowledge, to understand what they are doing, why they choose some other way, what gear they are use, how the gears work. Yeah, from that they found the different gear, different actions bring different sounds, or maybe different gears bring similar sounds. Why similar? Why different? Yeah, they could. They know many different. They know there are many things they could know.
Yeah, it's difficult to be explained, but it's just a matter to listen to sounds, and that's all.
And actually for me, the experimental music is not only for listening. It's a kind of I mean, it's not a feeling on the listening. It's a feeling on the creating. So but I very encourage sometimes the audience asks me why you do this, why you do that. I sometimes I will answer them. Oh, you could try, you could feel it. Try and feel it. You will know. Yeah, I think this is a feeling of the people in the creating. They are doing music. They will know what they are, or how the interesting, how the fun in it.
Yeah, good. So thank you for the explanation. So I will try to use the same argument next time. So I will see if I'm able to convince somebody about this way to listen to music. So I would like to ask you about your erstwhile records, because I saw that you have a CD out of erstwhile records, and frankly speaking, is one of the best label I'm following, and I have many records from them, and so I really like the music they produce. And so, how to get in touch with them?
Sorry, I get in touch with who?
Yeah, no, erstwhile records. The American label.
Sorry, which one?
Erstwhile record. So you are not aware about that?
Sorry, which one?
The name of the label is Erstwhile Records.
Erstwhile.
Yeah, Erstwhile.
Erstwhile. How do I get in touch with them?
Yeah.
I think they are very big, important, famous modern experimental music label, right? In New Jersey. They release many important people's work. I don't want to list here. If I list, I will list too much. I think I followed the owner John Abbey.
John Abbey, yes.
I forgot which year. But in 2020, in the after the COVID days, in the world everything stopped, and one day I saw John Abbey post on Facebook that he will make Amplify 2020. A few days later, I don't know what he's right about, but then I found he post musician solo work, solo piece, new new recorded piece, one day one piece, very very quick, crazy project.
Yeah.
But one day he sent a Facebook message to me, asked me, "Hi, if you want to do a thing for that project," I say, "Oh, yes, sure,
absolutely."
I will." and I do that night, same night. I think he asked me maybe in the afternoon, and I think about, and I do it in the. And I record at night, and then the next day I do some mixing work, and I send him, and he released it. very quick. And he already get in touch with Yanjun for some years. So and a few months later, he asked me and Yanjun if we want to do a door record on his label. As we said, yeah, sure. And we think about we did that. In 2020 that year, I and Yanjun did 3 albums together, and they released in 3 different labels. Well, actually, for the Amplify 2020, my piece is also use open loop tape, the similar language lecture machine. I do that first, then I found that idea, and later I and Yanjun do the door recording. Then it's released in TSSS.
That's very good. And I see that you cooperate very often with Yanjun. So is him living in Beijing too? You have a...
Yes, he lives in Beijing.
Okay, I think we will contact him to see if he will be available for an interview with us. And how do you create your music with him? Do you join together or you send files to him? I mean, it's more analogic cooperation or a digital cooperation?
For the TSS tape, we do it together in his studio, and another album is called Footprint, finally released in Futale, a Tokyo label. That one is the 2 toy piano door. We also record in his studio. I think it's that day. I bring the language lecture machine to do the recording in his studio, and I found that in his studio he has a toy piano. He said he pick up on street, and I said, yeah, I also have a toy piano. Maybe we could do a toy piano door together. He said, yeah. I told him that I already have a piece. I think that piece could play by 2 toy piano. So 1 week later, I bring my toy piano to his studio. We record another one. But for the album Twice released erstwhile, we did not do that together. We have a talk, what we do, and we record separate materials separately. Use some days. Then I bring the materials to his studio, and he mix them together. Yeah.
That's good. So I don't know how much time do you have. If I can make some question again. I don't know if you have to go to sleep or or you have to go out with friends. No, I was just wondering if we can talk about the tracks you sent to me. Of course, at the end of the interview, we will edit the interview, including the tracks you sent to me, and especially the live which you sent to me. Yeah, what about the tracks? I mean, you send one tracks which is on Notice Recordings, okay, and then Aloe Records and Zapak. Where are these label from? I mean, it's are Chinese labels or not? Yeah, maybe Angelo knows more than me about that, so I'm a little bit, because Earth White is my favorite one, TSS has become my favorite one, but Angelo is more inside this world of small labels which is producing tapes and CDs. So could you please explain a little bit more about the tracks you sent to me?
Yeah, which track you want to play?
Yeah, we will play it after the interview. But anyway, you sent to me the Magnet Blues on Notice Recordings.
Yes, I send you 4. You could choose one to play.
Okay, we will see. We will decide, because we will decide how long it will be, the interview. So we will decide which one. Anyway, these are solo recordings or duo or what else?
Everyone is fine actually for me. You could.
Oh yeah, of course. You record them.
You could decide. You don't let me decide.
Okay. We will decide which one. Maybe all of them we will play. So we would like people to listen to your music as much as possible. And what about the live performance? You sent me a file which is dated September. I don't know of which year, and I think it is a solo clarinet, isn't it?
I think the live recording I sent you is last year September 2022. It's I play bass clarinet, and my wife Zhao Cong, she used some objects, including balloon.
Balloon, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
The balloon.
Yeah, we did the same to the marriage of Daniele, and you can imagine there is all the people drinking and eating, and me and Angelo start to play balloons, and everybody was looking to us like if we were crazy. But anyway, it's been a nice experience. So yeah, I saw a video on YouTube while you play the clarinet, and you have a very as you said, a very personal. Yeah, a very personal way to play the clarinet, because it seems that you're more concentrate on the how to say, not the typical sound of a clarinet, but noise making made with clarinet. I don't know if it's complicated to explain my feeling.
Yeah, you could also use that track too. The YouTube videos is actually they are composition pieces by some friends. Their friends, they are also clarinet or trumpet or saxophone players. I think it's in last year. February, I invite some friends play woodwind or brass instruments. I invite them to write solo compositions for me, and they write something for me, because I can't play very difficult pieces, skillful pieces, but I think there could also be some compositions for the not skillful musicians, such as me. So I invite them to do that, and they send me something, and I played. Yeah.
That's good. Angelo,
but I can't remember what I upload to the YouTube. Maybe one is Noah Baldwin, I think.
Okay. No, we will play the live solo with your wife. So, sorry, may I ask you, how old are you?
Oh, how old are me? Oh, I'm 41.
Okay, good. And I know that you are married.
Yeah.
With Zalcom. And do you have any child or children?
No, I don't have kids.
Okay. So it's good that you find a wife which is interested in music too. Because
yes, we know each other on concert, I think.
Good. No, because my home life is very complicated because I listen to certain kind of music which not very popular, and my wife and my children doesn't like it, so I have just to listen to them with a headphone, and when they are out of home. So that's why it's good to have a wife which understands what you are doing. And I'm also playing some modular synthesizer, but you never listen to the way I play them, so maybe you will change your mind about that.
Maybe next time you could play with your child together. Give them a headphone.
Yeah, it could
on
be.
The modular synthesizer. They will be crazy. Yeah.
No, but also because I'm discussing with people who is using modular synthesizer, and frankly speaking, I have a different approach, because while they are looking for ambient music or house music, this kind of things, I'm trying to find to reproduce real sounds, like electrical sounds or this kind of things, and it's a wonderful instrument to be used on that, but it's not easy, because of course it's very easy to make snare drums, house music, ambient, but it's difficult to make some small noises, and that's where I'm working on with. Anyway, now we are talking about you and not about me, so I don't know if I made all my questions, so I don't know if anybody here has other question about that. So how is going the tape of Angelo? Did you sold some copies or not?
I think I only have one last copy on my side, because I did not do too many copies, and they sold out very quickly. Oh,
good. So the Angelo tapes is sold out. Wonderful. So that means
amazing.
That people like it. This is very good. No, because I'm playing with Angelo. We have a duo. The name is Filtro. Okay, and so we are trying to make interesting music, but we are not always able to do that. So we try anyway. Angelo is better than me and have clear idea of what to play, and so for me, I'm a little bit how to say. I don't know. I have no words how to explain myself. So good. That's wonderful. So I thank you very much to join us for this interview. It has been very interesting. I think we discuss about interesting things, and that's what I like to discuss about how the music is made, which is the idea behind the music, which is the approach, which instrument you use, and I think we discuss about all these things today. Now here in Italy it's 4:30, and so I think it's very late in Beijing. And what are you going to do now? Just to go out with friends?
Actually, now I'm in my wife's car. We do the interview. It's very quiet. I don't know what my wife is doing now. But I think she's writing something for the family. But if she is finished that work, I think I will help her do a recording section in the car.
Ah, that's good. So you are working. Yeah, keep recording music also around. And that's very good. But she's outside the car. I mean, she's walking outside, and you are inside the car.
No. I think in a car, it have a special soundscape, very quiet. I don't know what she will doing, and I think she don't have too many ideas, but she will try.
Okay, very good. So say hello also to her, and sorry as to boring you with our questions. So as I said, now we have each other phone number. So I ask you to inform me about new records or anything you are producing. I'm really interested on that. And of course, as I said at the beginning, should you come to Italy, we will be very pleased to welcome here, and I don't know, for an interview, to playing, that's wonderful, and also for some Italian food, with which I think is very different from the Chinese one, but it's good too, but also for good wine.
I like Italian food.
Okay, this is good. And we will have also a good wine, and we can share with you. So anyway, if you have any,
that's nice.
That's good. So if you have any possibility, you have my number. Just call me, and we will be pleased to arrange something. Okay. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for your patience.
Thank you,
and say hello to your wife. And sorry, as I said, sorry for boring you for our question. And so we will keep in touch. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.